Holy peanuts jar! I cannot believe this, guys. Okay, so I have some incredible news. We found out some information on the missing Romtukians. That's right. If you haven't seen my previous video, 3 Romtukians have gone missing. And we found out some information. So I'll try to tell you everything as fast as possible. So I got a team to try and find the Romtukians. And they searched all around Romtuk. And they found nobody. So they have completely left Romtuk. They are not anywhere in Romtuk. But they did find some holes. That's right. Some holes around the walls of Romtuk, guys. And the holes, would you believe it? They lead under the walls of Romtuk. Under the walls, guys. So that means somebody dug under Romtuk and left. And here's the thing. There is some huge paw prints outside. So, okay, get this. I have the information all ready for you, but I'm going to keep you in suspense. Huge paw prints were outside, okay? So we kept investigating outside the walls of Romtuk. We found 2 things. The first thing is a wrench and even more footprints. And the second thing is a magazine for engineers. Engineer's Guide to Dating. When I saw that, I knew exactly who it was. Okay, so you guys probably do not know this person, but I'll get to who it probably is in a second, okay? So, we kept looking around, and by that time, we had an entire investigative team outside with dogs sniffing around. And it wasn't the woofers, not this time. The woofers are actually in the USA right now with Big Squatch. So they could not be on this mission, but we had some backup dogs, and they smelled out some blood. That's right, guys, blood. And first of all, we took the blood back to Romtuk to test to see who it was. But before we could get the results, the dogs had hunted down a scent. That's right, guys, they tracked down a scent. And they tracked it down to a little camp with the campfire. And they saw the smoke coming up from the campfire. And they went to it. And look! It's one of the missing Romtukians, guys! That's right! One of the missing Romtukians was right there. And he was wounded and bleeding, guys. Okay? So then we did some asking around. We asked him what happened. And he told us the entire story. So, this Romtukian was in the bar, he was in the hot dog bar with his buddies, and all of a sudden, they heard a crash outside the restaurant. So him and his buddies went out along with the bartender and Ricardo, the librarian, and boom, boom, boom! Oh my gosh, guys, a huge, giant dog known as the anti-woofer. That's right, guys, the anti-woofer is back from the meme Matrix. Oh my gosh, guys. And another villain who is wearing the Anti-Dean's costume. The Anti-Dean has been defeated. He got defeated a while ago. But this person is wearing the old costume. That's right, guys. The old costume. It gets better from here too, okay? So, I won't say better. It got worse, but the story is going to get better. But, man, this is horrible, okay? So listen to this. The person, the villain, I will say the villain and the costume was blasting, and they took, we don't know the gender either, they took 3 Romtukians and had the dog, the anti-woofer, dig under the walls to get them out. And don't even ask me how nobody heard this. Man, people must be deaf. I mean, these walls are totally soundproof, I guess. We did a great job at building this place. Guys, so to be stealthy, they dug under the walls of Romtuk and took the Romtukians with them. So they went to the airport, which we know this because we tracked down their footprints, and the dog footprints, the anti-wolfer footprints, and the other villains' footprints, and the Romtukians' footprints led to the plane station. That's right, guys. So it led to the airport, and then this Romtukian we found, he said the villain told them to play along like they were all together going on a flight, and if he didn't play along, they would destroy them and everybody in the airport. So the Romtukians played along, and they went to a different place and went into a forest. Now, I don't know what they were doing in that forest, but this one Romtukian, he decided to be a rebel and tried to escape. So he broke free, but man, they did not like that. The villains did not like when he did that, because the villain in the costume shot his leg. That's right, guys. And instead of finishing him off, the villains let him there to bleed. But that was a pretty bad idea on their end because he survived. On our end, it was the best idea possible because he's alive. So these villains are pretty idiotic, if I'm being honest here. But he's still alive. He camped out for 3 days. 3 days, guys. He was camping out for 3 days. This is the 3rd day, by the way. So he's been living there with this dang wound for 3 days. We finally found him. We got him back into Romtuk, and we're doing more investigations to figure out where the other 2 Romtukians are and why the villain stole them. So yeah, guys, that is the information. We have one back. He is in the hospital right now. We're treating him, and I'll update you when we find out more information. So yes, guys, thanks for watching. Goodbye.